The snow's back. Doesn't feel too bad right now though. I think it'd be a little depressing to waste one of those rare off days this early in the week. So I'm gonna hold on to it and treat it like a little gift that I can give myself later in the week. Especially if I wake up and I'm just like, oh man, I do not want to go out today. We'll be smart about it. Got some snow overnight. I'm going out a little bit later. Today it's like 1:30. There was more on the ground earlier and it looked a bit icy. That's not why I didn't go out, but I digress. So we gotta talk about something real quick, just to keep you all informed. If you watched my video, I think it was 3 videos ago, we had a run-in with this guy that we termed anti-shirtless guy. To make a long story short, it was a guy that was literally being a total dickhead because I went out shirtless one day in like pushing 60-degree weather. The other day, I saw him again. He actually didn't say anything to me, but I recognized him. Like an hour after my run, I got a text from Sam. You know Sam, he's in my videos a lot. He was out with his team. They do their long runs out here. And he said the anti-shirtless guy was terrorizing the men and the women. What I'm trying to get at is, if I run into him, and especially if he says something, I am going to confront him, and it's gonna get really spicy. Just hanging out. Last night I spent like an hour and a half taking care of myself, and what I mean is had like the best stretch of my life. I iced my Achilles, which has been kind of throbbing a little bit the last few days. I'm trying to get ahead of it, and rolled out my hip real good with this like lacrosse ball. Hurt very bad. I don't think I would have been able to move too well today had I not. I'm at the point now in training where you can't get away with not doing that stuff. You gotta do it. Otherwise, you just stand no chance. It doesn't guarantee that it's gonna work out, it just makes it possible. Still kind of a gamble. My one goal for this recovery week though, is to get myself to this point next week on Monday. I wanna wake up and feel as good as I possibly can so we can really give this build a proper go. As of right now, it all starts in a week and I feel ready for it. I'm gonna really just focus on taking care of myself, start cleaning up that diet, stretching every day, rolling out, icing, actually doing core and lifting. Talk about it all the time, but I gotta do it now, otherwise this shit's all gonna be for naught. I won't make it to the line healthy in May. It's on May 7th, by the way, so it's closer than we think. I was just thinking about anti-shirtless guy and how like at any moment I can run into him, so I'm kind of like on edge, just ready to go. And I'm thinking of that scene in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire when Cedric Diggory gets killed and Harry comes back and he's like, he's back! Voldemort is back! At first I thought I was crazy because I'm like, is this only happening to me? Is this guy only like bitching at me on the trail? And now other people are starting to see it. Other people are starting to believe. How's everything going with you guys, by the way? I haven't checked in on y'all in a while. How's life? How's training or whatever you're doing? I'm curious, anybody that's planning on running the half or the full at Pittsburgh, if you could comment down below, that'd be really cool to see. I feel like there's gotta be at least one in there, right? I think I've talked to a few of you before, which is really cool. Whew. 11 chill miles done today, and every day that I finish, all I'm thinking about is how I'm one day closer to that big day, and it just kind of helps me get through it, especially if things move along successfully. I get through the run without like any like hiccups or anything like that, no injuries, no like having to shut it down. Feels really good. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday and I'm actually really surprised I'm out here right now. Had a slow start today, just me kind of being me, and I thought like I'm probably gonna end up taking today off, but then kind of snapped back to reality a couple minutes ago and I'm like, you know what, let's save that off day for later in the week like I talked about yesterday. Let's not be a bitch. Feel better than I did yesterday. It's very windy right now though, but it seems to be warming up again. The snow's kind of melting. Pretty tame winter thus far, but I'm gonna keep my mouth zipped because I know it can get really bad really fast. I'm not sure how far I want to go today. I just This week I just want to like, no intensity, just jog, man. Kind of enjoy it. We'll stop when we feel like stopping. The tail end of last week, I could definitely feel my right hip starting to tighten up again. When I was doing my long run, I felt it pulling. I guess it comes and goes these days. Feels very good today. Feels normal again. Achilles is feeling a little bit better too, which is nice. I'm telling you though, if you have like a lacrosse ball or something like a bit firmer that you can like sit on, I think it's that sciatic nerve that gives people a lot of trouble. It does for me. If you just like put the ball in that little divot there and just lean all your weight into it, it's like the most mind-numbing pain. Have you ever seen The Godfather? I think it's the third one. Michael Corleone's daughter gets shot and killed and he lets out that silent scream. That's basically what happens. It just hurts that bad. I've been thinking about my Achilles starting to hurt a little bit the last few days and why that is, because I've never really had pain there before. And I'm wondering if it's because I've been relying too heavily on low drop shoes for my hip to compensate for that. And I kinda have been veering farther away from those 8 to 10 drop shoes that take a lot of strain off of those Achilles. I may need to get another pair in the rotation that's up there, see if that kind of helps. I don't know, just a thought. It surely is an interesting coincidence. Maybe like a 1080 or something, because I really love those mores. I'm really a big fan of New Balance now, but I'm also a big fan of Asics. May get another pair, maybe another Nimbus or something, because my other pair is starting to wear out. That new one looks sick. No gel in the back. Looks slick, man. Can't you tell that I know a little bit too much about shoes for my own good now? I hate it. I despise how much I know about running shoes. It's not good for me. I overanalyze stupid things now. Why it's always my right hip and never my left, it's another mystery of mine, and I've come to the conclusion that it's because I'm a righty and I tend to rely a bit heavily on my right side. Like if I'm standing and talking to someone, I'll lean on my right hip. I also notice when I get super tired while running, I'll lean this way and put more pressure on my right side. I'll bet you that has a lot to do with it. I don't even think just when I'm tired, I think just when I'm running in general, I put a bit more pressure onto my right side. So naturally, I'm trying to be cognizant of that going forward and keep myself level. We'll see if that does anything. It's a good place to turn around, 6 miles, and I really gotta find some place to pee. I think we're in the clear though, I don't see anybody. Okay, I feel much better now. Let's get out of here and get going again. Finishing up here. Here we go. And we're done. Same shit, different day. Okay, this is about as bad as the weather can get. It's raining ice and slush. Okay, so I'm gonna try and take just the top half of this camera for the first time ever, so I cannot see where I'm pointing right now, so I apologize if it's bad, but I don't want to get the camera soaked. I've ran in some shitty weather before, but this sucks. Fortunately, it seems like the rain has ceased, kind of, in the last few minutes, but yeah, this is all slush. I don't know if you can see it, but no bueno. The plan for today is to do 13, but I'm not going to do it in one go. I'm going to double. That's the plan. So maybe like 10 right now, if I can stomach it, and then 3 later. This wind too. All last night I could hear the wind pounding on the window, and I was expecting more snow. Getting out the door this morning was definitely the biggest challenge I've had in a while. Really wanted to take today off. We're gonna savor it. We can make it a couple more days. 4 miles in and mile 300 on the year. Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. I think we're good now. Wind's still really annoying, but overall it's nice and clear. For a while there, I really thought about cutting today, but I can make it through 10 right now, and if I get it down to that, I can do 3 later in literally any weather. Like, I can convince myself to do that mileage in anything. I am the only footsteps out here currently. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, that's, I guess, one of the positives. I don't have to deal with people. One more to go, guys. It's actually turning out to be pretty nice. The sun's out. Vast difference from like an hour ago. This is literally my favorite seat in the house. Right here, just plop myself down after every run. I'm really happy with how this morning went. You know, I once again was bitching a lot, but we still did it, so that's all that counts. I'm gonna go clean myself up, have something to eat, and work on some projects in between now and our little 3-mile jog in a couple hours, so I'll see you then. What's up, everyone? We're back out here for our little evening shakeout. Just 3 easy miles. I've mentioned several times in the past how I should double more often, just break up that mileage a bit more. Starting next week, I'm gonna be doubling a lot more. I think it's safe to say that I'd be doubling like minimum 2-3 times a week for the next few months. And if you want to get fit really fast, 2 days is a great way to do it. Getting dark pretty fast, but it's actually very nice out, other than the fact that it's starting to rain again. Very overdressed. Could have definitely gotten away with shorts or even going shirtless. 3 miles, not too bad. All right, woke up and just quickly got our medium long in this morning, 13 miles. Nothing crazy, a little bit faster than we've been running all week, but tomorrow's Easy Friday, and then we'll do long run on Saturday, and then we'll take Sunday off. That seems to be the plan going forward here. I gotta get ready for work, but yeah, nothing really to note. It was super windy again. Other than that, not a bad morning. Temperature felt really fine. Legs felt nice and good. Stretched real well last night. And yeah. What's up, everyone? Holy shit, it's bright. It's Friday. So we're gonna just lumber along for 8 easy miles today. Nothing too crazy to say. I did get, I'll talk a little bit more at the end of the run. Got some new shoes. Got the A6 Gel Nimbus 25. So we're gonna give them a whirl for the first time. It's quite cold this morning, but shoes feel nice. Put them on for like a few minutes yesterday at work when I realized they were on the wall. I'm like, is that the new Nimbus? And I loved it immediately, so I just straight up yoinked it, got some for myself. When I was buying the shoes, someone made a little snarky comment about how they would never buy it because it has a white sole. And I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, it'll get dirty. And it reminded me how annoyed I get when people are buying shoes and they're like, this is the perfect shoe, this is the nicest shoe I've ever worn, but it's this color. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, why did you come to a running store to get shoes if you're just gonna bitch and moan about the color? Like, the whole idea is to get them dirty, to actually use them. I get some of the colors are a little out there, but for the most part it shouldn't really matter. Some of you have to slay though, but yes, queen and king, some of you kings like to slay. The wind shouldn't matter to people that much though, especially grown-ass adults. Like, trying to get in shape, chill out. When someone says something like that, I usually respond with something along the lines of, well, you're supposed to get the shoes dirty. It's a mark of respect. If you're walking or running around in clean shoes, it shows you haven't been doing anything. So yeah, get them fucking scuffed up, man. All right, halfway there, 4 miles in, and I was pretty zoned out for a while there. I feel like that popped up kind of fast, which is nice. Let's finish this out. So where are we at right now? Well, we're in the middle of a run, but tomorrow we're gonna do like a 16, 17 mile long run. Nice and easy, not fast like last week. Just finish it out, take Sunday off. And then as far as I'm aware, we still have the green light to go ahead with our plan. I still have to put it together. I'll probably do that Sunday. But injury report, left plantar has felt the same way it's felt since literally like episode 1 when I was complaining about it. Actually, you know what? It is a lot better. At times I notice it, but even when I do, it's not really a bother. My right Achilles is making me a little nervous. It doesn't hurt as bad as it did like the last few days. I've stopped wearing the Moors, those lower drop shoes, because I think that was kind of making it worse at the moment. I hate saying that because I love those shoes, but I'll take a little break from them. Yeah, I've been stretching like crazy, especially those calves, just trying to get on top of this. Need to ice more. Overall, once again, I still think we have the green light, and if like a week from now I realize this is not getting better, it's getting worse, I will lay off. My philosophy is also like, this is the marathon, shit's gonna pop up, but don't press it too far to the point where you're gonna just screw everything. I'm gonna test this for a little bit and see where we go, because it only really popped up like 4 or 5 days ago when I started noticing it. So made it through another run, and that's all that counts. 8 miles today, Nothing serious, nothing crazy. Overall, I'm feeling okay. Alright, so here's the said box, Gel Nimbus. There you go, 25. That's what I wore today. Very nice. If you're an Asics wearer, you probably noticed that the gel is missing. I haven't done much research on this, but apparently the gel is still in there, it's just hidden. So personally, I think it looks a lot nicer, looks a lot cleaner, feels softer. Drop on this is an 8 versus its predecessors, which are like 10. So other than that, not much else to note. There's definitely more in that heel there, which feels nice. The tongue's a bit different, and overall it just feels a bit more breathable. So I enjoyed it. Hey everyone, it's actually Monday of the next week because I am really behind on some things, and I wasn't planning on uploading this video after what transpired the last few days. So after my Friday run, when I guess the endorphins and whatnot settled down, I realized my Achilles was not in a good way. So I, to make a long story short, opted to take the rest of the week off, Saturday and Sunday, which was definitely a good choice. And I don't want to spoil too much about this week because we're already like a day through. It's already Monday night, so things aren't much better where we currently are right now. I'm gonna see what I can do tonight to kind of alleviate some of the stuff, but if I don't feel like I'm improving, I'm just gonna cut things off for now and figure out a plan B, which really sucks, but yeah, that's where we're at right now. Really frustrating and annoying, but we'll find a way to bounce back. Thanks so much for watching this week's video. And once again, I'm really sorry about getting it up late. I've just been kind of in a bad mood. So yeah, make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And we're going to get back on track. So I'll see you guys in the next one.